Hey, big interview time. We are joined by one of our favorites in the pack here, Harri Kullas from Estonia. We love the story. Actually, when you came over last summer, had some really good rides in pro motocross. Then this year you squared up, did enough to get into the SMX playoffs. We'll talk about Charlotte and Texas, but first I just want to know, when did you hatch this plan to maybe 2024 race enough to possibly get into the playoffs? When did you start thinking about this?
I think it started in the winter when I had a deal with Brazil, Brazilian Championship, and then I looked the calendars. It looked that it's possible to do like 9 or 10 rounds out of 11. I just hope that the calendar doesn't change in Brazil, and I did a couple races there, and yeah, at the same time when I obviously had an injury in March, but when my first race was in May there, then I saw that it's possible to do like 9, 10 rounds, and if I score like average 20 points per round, I still could make top 20 in the SMX. Because last year I had a chance to go LCQ, but yeah, it was a bit too difficult with the money wise. So I thought this year I try to go straight to the finals and make it happen. So I don't have to do the LCQ, and then it makes sense to, or I can at least race every round in the finals.
So for you, Supercross and a rhythm lane we saw in Charlotte, how experienced are you with that kind of riding?
So yeah, I've raced a lot of like Supercross and arena cross in Europe, but they are like way smaller. So I knew the American will be bigger, even if you have only one rhythm section. But even those doubles like in the field before the pit lane straight, like that was like for me the big thing, like because the landing had like full of ruts. So I was like, I have to focus on that double and to make it clean, and not don't make mistakes. So it was second lap when I tried to follow Kenny to make those doubles clean, but then I cased the second double completely with my both wheels, so it was pretty bad. So it's just because I have not big experience on the rhythms, and because the American guys they ride a lot Supercross when they are younger, so the rhythms they are so much easier, so they don't have to think about that. So for me, when I did track walk on Friday, I was so nervous. I was just like, oh, obviously I was overthinking because I've done some races, so I have the rhythms are pretty okay, so I can manage it. But yeah, it's just still like everything was new, big like big crowd there, so it was like everything was new, and I was overthinking too much. Yeah, I was stressing out and so nervous. And but yeah, we made like some changes after the Friday's practices, because like I had not one day on the Supercross track, so I had nothing on the suspension. So we just figured out every session, and we improved Friday and then a little bit on Saturday morning. So that was pretty good. It was pretty okay in the end, I think, for the first round. But yeah, definitely I was really nervous for the first SMX.
What about Texas this weekend? Are you a little less nervous? Track's obviously different. What are your expectations now?
So obviously no practice this week. Just I flew to my friend's place, San Francisco, so we can stay somewhere in the week. And but yeah, I think it will be easier this weekend, because obviously we have found the balance with the bike. We found some clicks on the bike, so the bike is more or less there to start on Friday. So I only think what I have to do is focus on the track and just try to enjoy.
All right, we'll see you in Texas. Better luck this weekend, but just awesome that you're living the dream there and getting to do it. So congrats on just getting in. Let's show you how and when you can watch this weekend's playoff round 2 from Texas. Race day live qualifying coverage will begin at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. It's another day race, so qualifying in the morning. And then we'll have the SMX Insider pre-race show at 2:30, and gates will drop at 3 o'clock Eastern. Those are the exact same times that we had over the weekend in North Carolina, so you should be used to that. There is also a same-day delay re-air on USA Network that starts at 6 Eastern, so tell your friends if they're not watching on Peacock or the SMX Video Pass, check it out on USA Network Saturday, 6 Eastern.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.